Hello and welcome to Chapter 7, Lesson 5. We're going to write and solve division equations. So, the real world link. We're just going to go straight to the real world link. It says Leslie spends $5 a month on snacks at school, which is 1/4 of her monthly allowance. Complete the questions below to find Leslie's monthly allowance. Draw a bar diagram to represent $5 as 1/4 of Leslie's monthly allowance. So how this works is her monthly allowance is the whole thing. And this is going to be split up into fourths. And at each fourth, we're going to have $5. So what is Leslie's monthly allowance? Is going to be $20. Because if we have $5 each time, that's going to be $20. What operation do we use to find Leslie's monthly allowance? We use multiplication. How can we check our answer? We can divide. So you can do 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Or you can do 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So solve division equations. So example 1, a divided by 3 equals 7. Check your solution. So one method is to use models. So this is a, and then we divide that into 3 parts. And so if 7's in each part, we're going to get a equals 21. The other method is to use symbols, and that we're going to use inverse operations again. So we have a divided by 3 equals 7. By the way, this is the same as a divided by 3 equals 7, but they're going to be using fractions from here on out. So that's what we're going to want to be using too. So use inverse operations. Since we're dividing, we're going to do the opposite, which is multiplication. And if I multiply 3 on each side, my 3 and my divide by 3 are going to cancel. And then a equals 21. But how I'm going to show you this, I'm going to show you the steps. So 3 times a equals 3a over 3. So 3a over 3, they're still going to cancel. And then we have 7 times 3 equals 21. So it's my denominator that I'm multiplying with in order to get rid of my denominator, and then I get my variable by itself. So go ahead and try a, b, c, and d. So here I have 8 as my denominator, so I'm going to multiply 8 on each side. Those are going to cancel. 9 times 8, so a equals 72. For b, I have y divided by 4 equals 8, so I'm going to need to get rid of my 4, so I'm going to multiply 4 on both sides. 8 times 4 equals 32. And then for c, m divided by 5 equals 9. So we're going to multiply by 5 on each side. Those are going to cancel. 5 times 9 is 45. And for d, we have 30 equals b divided by 2. We're going to multiply 2 to each side. 2 times 30 is going to equal 60, equals b. So we have a equals 72. B, it should be x. X equals 72, y equals 32, m equals 45, and 60 equals b. So we have the multiplication property of equality. If you multiply each side of an equation by the same non-zero number, the two sides remain equal. So 3 equals 3. If I multiply both sides by 6, they still equal. Same here. If I multiply the same number on each side, I still get an equation that is equal. So example 2. The weight of an object in the moon is 1/6 of at its weight on Earth. If an object weighs 35 pounds on the moon, write and solve a division equation to find its weight on Earth. So we have the weight, and we have 1/6. So that 1/6 represents 1/6, or 1 divided by 6. So we have the weight is going to be split up into 6 spots, and 35 pounds is going to go in every one of those 6 spots. So W/6 equals 35. So we're going to multiply 6 on each side. I'm using inverse operations, and these 6's are going to cancel. And then W equals 35 times 6. So the weight is going to be 210 pounds on Earth. So go ahead and try E. It says Nathan picked a total of 60 apples in 1/3 of an hour. Write and solve a division equation to find out how many apples Nathan can pick in 1 hour. So we have a third. So we have x/3 is going to equal 60. So if I multiply 3 on each side, we are going to get 180 apples in 1 hour. So 180 apples. For number 3, it says Carla is buying ribbon for costumes. She wants to divide the ribbon into 8.5-inch pieces for 16 costumes. Write and solve a division equation to find the length of ribbon Carla should buy. So we're looking for ribbon, the length of ribbon, so that's what we're looking for. And we're going to divide that into 8.5-inch pieces. And that's going to equal to 16 costumes. So we're just kind of dissecting this. We're looking for length of ribbon, and I know I'm dividing. It says divide into 8.5-inch pieces, and that's going to equal to 16 costumes. So we have 8.5. We're going to multiply 8.5 to each side. So the amount of ribbon we're going to need is 136 inches of ribbon. So those right there cancel. So go ahead and try F. So for F, we are going to find the strawberries, S. So strawberries is S. And in each one, we have 4.5. And this is going to be for 8 people. So that's how we're going to set up our equation. So we're going to use inverse operations and multiply 4.5 on each side. If I distribute, 8 times 4 is 32, 8 times 1/2 is 4, so it's going to be 36. So strawberries, we're going to need 36 strawberries. And that's the end of the video, so thank you for watching.